Hi, Spots and Cheap Pops. You're on the air.
Hi, Spots and Cheap Pops, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Silicon Steve Valley. I'm, of course, with my main man, Vladi Donnie. I'm so close now, Vladi. Look at me. And we are High Spots and Cheap Pops, and we're talking the very best professional wrestling the internet has to offer. And right now, we're going to talk about all elite wrestling and some positive things that I'm seeing. Vladi, you are the master of AEW programming. You take meticulous notes, the kind of effort, the kind of brand that we are establishing here at High Spots and Cheap Pops. We go the extra effort every step of the way. Vladi Dottie, your notes, your thoughts. We're going to go to Vladi Dottie's AEW review. We got to come up with a little bit of a better name and possibly a theme song. But we're not there yet. Because, of course, remember Vladi Dottie's Dynamite review.
I mean, that was perfect, and the jingle wrote itself. It was excellent. So we got to figure out something with this thing. But Jay White, man, how you feeling about this?
Jay White is about to turn heel, so I'm okay with it. They had the moment where they bumped Mr. Ass, Daddy Ass, Ass Daddy, Billy Gunn.
Now, how do you think, do you think they absorb Billy Gunn?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you saw the syncopation with the Gunn sons. They hit the 510 to Yuma, but badass Billy Gunn actually got it with Austin. So you have that, and Jay White is already annoyed. And by the way, if it's not part of the shtick, he's going to force it because he looks ridiculously unhappy at the end of that match. Yeah. I'm assuming it's not because he's pissed off, pissed off because this sucks. I think this is just a way to keep them busy until they get Juice Robinson back. Jay White, I'm being patient. I think Jay White has a great career ahead of him in AEW, and he doesn't look happy. So he's going to turn heel. Maybe it'll be a thing where they play it out to see how long maybe Jay White leaves on his own accord. And then, we'll see. That might be something that they kind of work toward. But, I'm going to have some patience with Jay White. I would be normally killing them because I love Jay, but I think they're going to be fine.
Considering how many factions AEW has, I like the idea of having a trios title because if it's used right, okay, it gives one of the factions something to do. And also, actually more than one because they have the feud against one or more other factions. Mm-hmm. So I'm cool with it, but they just don't use it right. They're like, oh, we have two different championships from two different quote-unquote companies. Let's put them together. Now, what I think is going to happen here is I don't know how long Juice is going to be out. I think you're right. Billy Gunn joins them. He's the heater. It's great. And I'd like to see that because putting those guys with Jay White, it's a pretty imposing group. And then Juice comes back and it's pretty damn cool. And plus, I like the idea of Billy Gunn being involved because you know what? He is connected to DX. And there is that lineage there as well, and to the clique and stuff. So it just makes sense. But yeah, Jay White, I feel kind of bad for because I know how much you like him, but he hasn't really been quite himself. Let me put it this way. To me, it's almost like a BCAD thing. I have Jay White previous Tofu, and then I have Jay White after the Tofu comment. And ever since then, and that feud and the way it went and everything that evolved. And not to mention, why isn't Jay White and the Bullet Club going after Adam Cole? This is another major thing that sort of bothers me about all this. Okay, yeah, we'll get to it eventually. But again, I don't understand why they just decided to drop out of their way and allow them to go feud with the jerk off best friend crew. That makes zero sense to me. So yeah, I kind of feel for you, and I think Jay White has a lot more potential than what they're giving him the ability to show at this point.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if the Tofu thing. I don't know. That was when I'm like, is MJF really that great? That was kind of silly.
Oh yeah, I'm not commenting on
the moment itself.
The moment.
I didn't like the build. No, I didn't like the build because and in the match itself between MJF and Jay White. You could see how Adam Cole was trying to he bungled cheating for MJF both times. That's why you knew everyone knew at that point in time Adam Cole was going to turn, if anyone paid attention to that main event. In terms of Jay White, I thought his promo was good with Max. I thought he did the best he could with what he was given. The booking, the way he was booked was terrible. And yeah, why doesn't Hangman care all of a sudden? Hangman was supposed to go after Adam Cole and his crew, and so was Bullet Club Gold, and they all dropped it. And it's infuriating. Yeah, you're damn right. That is infuriating. Because we were all excited to see, and all it was to do was to get them together. Now, it might have been a situation where, okay, we want to get to this point where Billy Gunn joins Bullet Club. We want to get back to that point. Maybe Billy Gunn is saying, well, let me tell a story about him betraying the Acclaimed. Maybe they want to tell a little bit more of a story about that and build this relationship, which is all well and good. But by the end of the day, you already lost the momentum. And Jay White was Adam Cole's bitch, and that doesn't do his character much at all. Now, the thing is, wrestling fans have very short memories. Jay White can have one decent program with one guy and be the ruthless, pain in the ass, brilliant heel he was in New Japan. And then everyone's going to forget about it. So the good positive is he's on TV every week. I mean, how many times you see him bring in a free agent and he's on TV once every 3 or 4 weeks? If that, Miro, Andrade, House of Black, So there's a lot of people. How about this one? And I think he might be hurt again. But how about Scorpio Sky? So it's not just the WWE guys. How about Wardlow for several months? And so it's not just WWE guys. It's everybody. They have big stars that have momentum, and they just fuck it up and squash it. So I will say that. At least Jay White is on TV pulling the Gold members brand, the Bullet Club Gold brand. He's always putting up this. The name of this faction is the worst part about it, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I mean, come on. I went to a sex party with a better name than that.
Wow.
Wasn't it?
That's a hot take, man.
I mean, come on. So I'm with you. I'm going to have patience with Jay White. I think he turns on them, and I think everything's going to be okay within the next 6 months. Thank you so much for watching High Spots and Cheap Pops. For Vladi Dottie, this is Silicon Steve Valley. Hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and here endeth the lesson.